Hello class, good afternoon. How are you all? Hope you are fine. Today we'll be looking at investigating a crime in a home. Investigating a crime in a home. It is in Unit 6, page 52 of our students' book. Find these things in the pictures. What other objects can you identify? Apron, armchair, balcony, basin, bookcase, carpet, chest of drawers, cooker, cupboard, curtains, dining table, drain pipe, fireplace, flower bed, edge, ladle, lawn, mantelpiece, mirror, path, rug, saucepan, chairs, sink, sofa, step ladder, stool, stove, vase, and wardrobe. Listen. Millionaire Lord Snowberry has been murdered. Listen to the interviews with Inspector Fox, who is investigating the murder. Match the people 1 to 4 with the descriptions A to D. The people are Martha, Harold, Lord Agony, and Lady Snowberry. The descriptions are the gardener, Lord Snowberry's wife, Lord Snowberry's son and heir, and the cook. Listen while I read the interview, because after this you have questions to answer. Listen attentively. The first person being interviewed is Martha. Martha, where were you at 6 o'clock this evening? Martha, I was doing what I usually do at that time, preparing dinner. I was cutting up vegetables. Where did the vegetables come from? The gardener, of course. Harold the gardener brought them in for me. What time? 5:30. I see. You didn't like Lord Snowberry, did you? Well, it's no secret. Nobody likes him. I need help in the kitchen. It's always busy and I'm getting old, but he wouldn't let me have a kitchen maid to help me. He's mean and unkind. After all I've done for him. The second person is Harold. First speaker, the inspector. Harold, where were you when Lord Snowberry was murdered? I was cutting edges in the garden. Didn't you take the vegetables into the kitchen? That was before, at about 5:30. Did you hear the gunshot? Yes, I thought Lord Snowberry was shooting rabbits. He always does that. You didn't like Lord Snowberry, did you, Harold? You had an argument with him, didn't you? I asked him for more money. He hasn't increased my wages in 10 years, but he just got angry. But I understand you paid £500 into your bank account 2 days ago. Yes, well, Algernon gave me some money. He knew about my argument with his father. and he felt sorry for me, I suppose. He is a good boy, Algony. That ends the interview. The third person is Lord Algernon. The first speaker is the inspector. Lord Algernon, where were you at 6 o'clock? In my room. I was getting dressed for dinner. I heard the gunshot, but I thought it was father shooting rabbits again. Then I went downstairs and found mother kneeling on the floor beside father's body in the library. What time did you go downstairs? It was about 2 minutes after I heard the shot. Had you an argument with your father? Yes. He wanted me to marry Victoria Fawcett because she's rich. But I didn't care about money. I only care about love. And I love Emma Jones. Inspector, she's poor. That's why father was so angry about the engagement. Now the inspector speaks again. I know. And did you give Harold money? Yes, I did, Inspector. That was another argument with father. He wouldn't increase the poor man's wages. That's how mean he was. But I did love him, Inspector. Of course, Lord Algony. Oh, you are cut your hand, I see. You've cut your hand, I see. Oh, that. Yes, I did it while I was shaving. Goodbye, Inspector. And that ends the interview. The last person is Lady Snowberry. Lady Snowberry, could you tell me where you were when you heard the gunshot? I was in the dining room arranging the flowers I had picked from the garden. And what did you do when you heard the gunshot? I rushed to the library to find my husband lying on the floor. Did Algony join you? Yes, he did. About 10 minutes later, I think I was just sitting there in shock. He said that at first he thought that it was just his father's shooting rabbits. Poor boy. He was very upset. The inspector. Was your marriage a happy one? Inspector. Such a question. Well, I suppose it's true that my husband could be a very difficult man. Had you argued with him recently? Well, if you must know, we argued last night about Algernon. I see. Thank you very much, Lady Snowberry. That ends the interview. And you have questions to answer. We are first of all going to match the people to their descriptions. We are going to match the people to their description. Martha. We have Martha, Harold, Lord Algony, Lady Snowberry, and the descriptions are the gardener, Lord Snowberry's wife, Lord Snowberry's son and heir, and the cook. Number one is Martha. Who is Martha? Martha is the cook. So we match A to D. 2. Harold. Harold is the gardener. Gardener is A. So 2 is matched with A. The third person is Lord Algernon. Who is Lord Algernon? Lord Algernon, who is he? He is Lord Snowberry's son and heir. Lady Snowberry, we match it to be Lord Snowberry's wife. Let's go to number 2. Listen again, complete the inspector's note from the interviews. Lord Snowberry's mother. The time, exactly 6 p.m. Place, the library. Witnessed statements. The first person is Martha. Martha was preparing what? Dash. According to the passage. Martha was preparing dinner in the kitchen at 6 p.m. Says Lord Snowberry is mean and unkind. Harold. Harold was cutting edges in the garden at 6 p.m. Had argued with Lord Snowberry about money. Received £500 from Lord Algernon. Lord Algernon was getting dressed in his room at 6 p.m. Went to the library. 2 minutes later, had argued with Lord Snowberry about his engagement to Emma Jones. Lady Snowberry was arranging flowers in the dining room at 6 p.m. Had heard gunshots and went to the library. Lord Algernon arrived there 10 minutes later. After that, we have another exercise to do. Speak. Read the lookout box and match the sentences 1 to 3 with the meanings A to C. That will be all for today. Thank you very much. We'll continue from there tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.